What is up, you guys? Dennis Garcia here. How the hell is everybody doing? I am doing fantastic. It is Tuesday, March 12th. It's a little bit late in the evening. It's like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. I, of course, have my coffee right here with me. This is my second cup of the day, by the way. As you may or may not have noticed by now, this is not going to be a vlog. I don't know what happened last week. Last week was just a jumbled mess, and I didn't really vlog anything last week. So there's no vlog this week, but there will be a vlog next week, hopefully. And I've also decided that I'm gonna start uploading videos on Tuesdays instead of Sundays and Mondays, because my vlogs end on Sunday, and so Monday and Tuesday give me time to edit and post the vlog. But I decided for today's video I still wanted to post something because I've been consistently posting since the beginning of the year, and I've been really proud that I've been consistently posting vlogs or a video or any content onto my YouTube channel, because prior to this my YouTube channel was dead for like almost a year. And we're still learning, as you guys are seeing. You know, there are some things that I'm still learning about vlogging and how to vlog properly and how to tell a story properly and how to color correct properly and color grade and all that stuff. But today I decided to kind of give you guys a little tattoo tour, because I know that I've said I wanted to do a tattoo tour, but I've never really done one before. So I figured now would be as good a time as any to give you guys a little tattoo tour. I only have 4 tattoos, and 3 of them were done by the same tattoo artist, which was an old friend of mine who I think is no longer friends with me because he unfollowed me from Instagram. We'll get into that later. I definitely want more tattoos. I want to kind of do like little sticker patch looking tattoos, like those like small tattoos that are just kind of like all over the place of the arm. We're gonna go through each of my tattoos, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of a backstory behind them, of why I got it, and go from there. So this right here is my first tattoo. I got it back in 2015, I believe. It is a Troye Sivan lyric. It says, "You make my heart shake, bend, and break." Now, if you guys don't know that song by Troye Sivan, it was one of his first singles from his first debut album. I believe it was called Wild. And at the time, I was with a guy in a relationship that I was not the happiest with, and really just wanted to find a love that made my heart shake, bend, and break. And when I was listening to that song, that particular lyric just like really stood out to me. And ever since I heard that song, I wanted that tattoo on me somewhere. And being it my first tattoo, I didn't want anything too overcomplicated. I didn't want anything that would take too much time. I didn't really know about the pain levels of tattoo yet, and like all of the sensitive spots in our bodies that are a little bit more prone to pain when it comes to getting a tattoo. So that was my first tattoo, and I got it back in 2015, and I am still very much in love with it. It is one of my favorite tattoos that I've ever gotten. I would definitely change it up a little if I could. I would change the colors of the hearts. I would have not included the commas, which I don't know why I did, or why the tattoo artist who did my tattoo didn't suggest that we don't put the commas on there. Either way, the lyric itself, the meaning of the tattoo, is still 100% like, I love it. I just would have tweaked it a little bit here and there. The second tattoo that I got would be this one, which is kind of a lizard. So the backstory on the lizard tattoo: my friend at the time was doing a tattoo apprentice, and he was basically trying to practice doing tattoos on people. And he had a bunch of flash tattoos that he was trying to practice on, and he essentially would do them for free. Obviously you would pay him, you know, whatever you could or whatever you thought was fair, and he would practice making tattoos on you. I actually got 3 tattoos from him. This one in particular, the lizard, I really wanted to get it. If you guys have been avid viewers of my channel, you know that I used to have a pet lizard. He was a water dragon. His name was Leo, And me and my ex got him together back in 2014, 2015. He died back in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. It was really awful, and I cried a lot. But I wanted something to sort of memorialize him, and I felt like that flash tattoo of a lizard really just captured the essence of my little Leo, of my little water dragon. So I decided to get something dedicated to Leo, my deceased water dragon. I don't know if I would ever get a water dragon again. They are a little bit high maintenance for me, which is why I got the birds. The birds are low maintenance. They tend to keep to themselves, and I've had experience with birds before. I used to have birds when I was a child. So like, now that I'm a grown adult and can actually care properly for my birds, like we have a great bonding relationship, and they don't need to be in the sea and the water. They live freely in my room, and I like that. This right here is my third tattoo, and it is a cactus with stars all around it. So if you don't know, I live in Arizona, and me and Arizona have a complicated relationship. I really hated living in Arizona. I hated Phoenix for most of my life. Being a teenager, going into my mid-20s, I wanted to leave Phoenix. I hated Phoenix, hated Arizona, hated the weather. There was never anything here for me that I felt at the time. Phoenix was still growing culturally. There wasn't really a lot for me in regards to like things that I would want in a city that I lived in. And so me and Phoenix have had a tumultuous relationship where I would leave and come back for like 5 or 6 years. I spent from like 2017 to 2022 moving back and forth from Phoenix to LA. I always felt like LA was home. I always felt like I belonged in Los Angeles. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I moved to Phoenix when I was 11, but to me, LA had my heart. LA was my home. LA was where I was born. LA was where I was raised, and I wanted to go back home. I longed for this feeling of home. And over the course of those 5 years that I went back and forth between like Long Beach and Phoenix, I realized Phoenix was home. It took me a long time to realize that Phoenix was the place that I wanted to be at in the moment. At the end of 2022, I just kind of realized a lot of things, and I realized that my family was in Phoenix, like my parents, my brothers, my sister-in-law, my niece. And you know, you come to the realization when you're in your 30s that like, we're not gonna be here for a long time. Our parents aren't gonna be here for a long time, and I really wanna just enjoy them. And I just felt like I needed to be home. And right now, Phoenix is home. I feel like, you know, LA will always have my heart. You know, I was born there, I was raised there as an adult. I lived there for a little bit. I got to experience being an adult in LA, which was a lot of fun. LA, in some form or another, will always have my heart. But right now, in this time of my life, I feel like Phoenix is home. And so I got the cactus to sort of commemorate the fact that Phoenix is home. You know, Phoenix, there's a lot of cactuses. It's a desert place, you know, and I feel like a cactus just represents my love for Phoenix, not only because Phoenix is filled with cactuses, but I also love cacti. I am a lover of plants, even though I don't have any because I can't take care of them. But if I did, my room would be filled with plants all over. But regardless, yeah, that's why I got this tattoo. My last tattoo is on my thigh. I can't really show you guys on camera because I have to hop on the bed and do all this complicated shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna film it on my iPhone and I'm gonna show you guys on my iPhone. So this is my last and fourth tattoo. It is a sunflower with a skull in the middle. So the reason why I got this tattoo specifically, I really love sunflowers. Sunflowers are my favorite flowers. Anytime that I used to go and buy any sort of flower bunches to put in my room to kind of spruce up my room and make it feel more homey, sunflowers was always my go-to flower. When I graduated from high school, I received sunflowers from my friend, and people in my life have always given me sunflowers as presents, you know, on special days. And sunflowers have just like that special meaning in my life. But this was one of the most painful tattoos that I have ever gotten. This is my first and only like real color tattoo where like it took a lot of shading and coloring and filling, and it was just not a fun experience. The actual tattoo itself, like the outlining and everything, didn't really hurt that bad, but the shading and filling in of the color fucking hurt. And yeah, the guy who did my tattoos was actually an ex of mine from like back in high school. We dated for like 2 months, and it was like that high school puppy love, and then we like fell out of touch for a bit, and then we've always kind of crossed paths like 5 years down the road, and then we would not talk for a bit, and then like another 5 years we'd find each other, and then we've always kind of intertwined, you know. And the last time that we kind of became friendly again, he became my tattoo artist, but then he moved to San Francisco and unfollowed me from Instagram. So I don't know where we stand. I guess that time of us intertwining is over for now. I don't know, but I got some really cool tattoos out of it, and he's a really great artist, and he's really talented, and I enjoyed him doing all my tattoos, and I would let him do more on me, but clearly I don't think we're friends anymore. That is it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was a little bit something different than I usually do. Let me know what you guys think of my tattoos, and do you guys have any tattoos? What kind of tattoos do you have, and do they hold any meaning to you, or are they just like fun tattoos to have? I want to know the backstory on your tattoos, because I told you the backstory to my tattoos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys are all having a good day and a good week and a good month and a good year and a good life, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.